There is a lot of food that we produce and we make and we consume, and then, whoa, we forgot to consume that because a day later it wasn't as tasty because when I put it in the microwave and the microwave heats up all the water molecules, the texture changes, and when the texture changes and I put that to my mouth, I kind of have a gag reflex, so I'm just, get rid of that. And by the way, I'm talking about me, right? This isn't me projecting on you. This is me, right? So if this is your deal, I get it. But it's indicative of a real situation. Food has become less than holy, and eating sometimes has become less than a holy thing in our culture. Now, I've had my daughter with me all weekend by myself. I don't do this very often. It's usually the inverse, right? Daddy travels to a speaking engagement or to some denominational thing or does something where I go and mom and kiddo stay at home. And so this is like the second full weekend, maybe the third, second probably. Second, where I've had like this amazing opportunity to just hang with this kid. And we go to restaurants because that's how daddy rolls, right? Because daddy doesn't do cooking. And anyway, so daddy, who is me, by the way, did I connect that? The third person awkward thing title? Yeah, so I started out in this journey of parenting very oddly. In that when we would go to a restaurant, when Lydia would like pseudo-eat, some of you who either have nannied or are parents yourselves, you know what I'm talking about? Like, she would grab everything, and it would be like in her hair, on her face. There's toys everywhere, and I'm like, where'd the toys come from? We're at the dinner table. We're at a restaurant. I didn't bring these toys. And then you find out restaurants provide toys to make this even a crazier ordeal for parents, right? And I'm like, thank you, restaurant, for making my life even harder, because now I got to convince her to get her pizza sauce hand-soaked that are touching your little toy dinosaur off of those. And I got to take her back home eventually, but she just wants to keep playing with the toys. And I can't do this. I'm about to have a, kind of an anxiety moment here. Thanks a lot. This is how I started in the dining world with my daughter. Yeah. And some of you may understand what this is like. And I thought to myself, over the years, she's 3.5 now, and so we've kind of moved forward together, and Daddy has kind of let go of some of these things. And yesterday, we're at a restaurant. She's got all these cars lined up. She's got all her baby toys. She's got all this stuff. Anna and Elsa are somewhere on the table getting butter in their hair or something, and here we are, and I'm just like, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I don't want to be anywhere else. This is too holy a moment. This is too precious a moment. It's messy. It doesn't quite fit exactly like what I find as good etiquette at the table, but this is sacred. And to not be with my daughter in this moment and to be thinking about, okay, so what's my escape route so that we can do this as easy as possible and she's clean and everything's fine and I don't get embarrassed, whatever. Like, no, this is Holy Communion. This is good news. And so I've kind of was thinking about that last night. And it wasn't, obviously it happened last night. Like when I wrote my sermon earlier in the week, I wasn't thinking I was even going to bring this up, but it became so real to me that what it really looks like to make food holy is that we consecrate every moment we get to have with the other person, and we trust that the person across the aisle, the person across the table rather from us, has infinite worth, no matter their habits, no matter their attitude, no matter anything, their mess they create. Why would we waste this moment with food? It's too holy to try to run away from it.